Andy's Fishing and Wild Cook.
Woo-hoo-hoo! Good morning, everybody. You're watching Andy's Fishing Wild Cook. This is the second day we're out on the boat. We're camped out up a river on an island. Stick you outside and have a look where we are. There we go. And it's surprisingly wet inside my tunnel tent. I don't know if you can see that, but that's like the roof is all wet. I'll turn you around. My sleeping bag, like that's all patches of water. It's very bizarre. Very quiet night last night. It was so calm, no noise. I got up to have a pee 3 times last night, and every time I got wet socks. So yeah, had a reasonably good day yesterday. Caught cod, mangrove jack, bream, and even did some night fishing. Tide going out. Tide's already going out. We've got to start moving. I'm going to go and explore a cave today. I've never been there. I want to get there. I think we need to get in the spot by about 8 o'clock, otherwise we won't get in there. And then the boat will be stuck there. The deck's all wet as well. But the really interesting thing is, have a look at this. That's the top of the tunnel tent. There's almost no water just here. There is where the glue line is. But under here, it's just soaked. Bizarre. And like where my feet were, like it's underneath the edge here, but yeah, the sleeping bag's soaked. Like, we'll chuck it right over there. Oh, almost went too far. Quite a lot of fog behind me, right up the creek there. Oh, I'm excited about finding this cave. It's where the Aboriginal people, the Ngaro, they used to live there. Ooh, and it's cold. It is freezing. While I'm having a fish here, I'll just give you a little history on the local area, the Ngaro people, and I think the world in general, really. So after I found out, whose caves they were, I did find one, maybe a year ago. I'm not sure on when that video was. But so I did a bit of research, and it turns out those people have lived here 8,000 or 9,000 years. The cave that I found is about 20 meters above sea level. Between 8,000 and 9,000 years ago, that's a period of 1,000 years. The sea level, I think, dropped 12 meters, if my memory serves me right. So in 1,000 years, 12 meters, that's over a meter every year. So yeah, climate change is real, whether it's caused by us or by volcanoes or meteorites or whatever. It does happen. If you go to Europe, there's seashells on the top of mountains. Can't see it there, that's my height level. But if I go up higher, let's see. Oh, you look like you're in the sun there. There you go. Just cook up a little breakfast, some bacon and eggs with avocado. Just had my breakfast interrupted by these guys, Brett and Tom actually. Said hello. Nice chat. Hopefully they get a couple of mangrove jack. I'll get back to cooking my breakfast. They're up from Victoria, they are. These eggs are fresh from my chickens, so the skins have a little bit of dirt on them. That's okay. I think I'm getting a couple of nibbles there. I'm not gonna grab it until it starts taking off. Yeah, I don't think it's on. Just a little inquiry. How wet is everything? Oh, check it out. Breakfast of kings. Bacon, avocado, 3 soft googs. That's eggs. It doesn't matter that everything's a little bit wet because it looks like it's going to be another beautiful sunny day. It's cold enough to keep wearing the puffy jacket, and I've actually got 2 pants on. I've got flanny pants and my day pants on. Whilst I was sleeping last night, I was thinking about the Aboriginal people that used to live out on these islands, and it must have been so hard. Like, I've got puffy jacket which I left on last night,
multiple layers, sleeping bag and a cover and a mattress. And these guys had a cave. It's like, oh, hardcore. Even when I'm at home, every time I have a hot shower, I feel thankful. One reason is because I'm on solar hot water. I do have a gas backup, but you should never take anything or everything for granted. We've got to find a spot to put the boat and leave it for a couple of hours because it's going to be an explorer and a hike, and we want to also be in a spot where we can fish at the same time. I've mentioned this a few times, but whilst I've got the tunnel tent up, it's a little difficult, but it's possible to pull the anchor in. Hello, Bruce. Hard to see where I'm going with the tent up, but I really want it to dry out today. Same with the sleeping bag. The bottom of it's really wet. Look how beautiful it is. So calm. It actually feels wrong not to be fishing all of this. But because I want to explore and check out this cave, I have to work with the tides. And I'm just thinking, if you want to skip ahead to some fishing, have a look down there. That's the timestamp. Just skip ahead in the video to that. But be warned, you're going to miss out on whatever I find. I'm thinking I'll try and identify bush foods as I find the cave and I come back from the cave. And I'm just looking up here at these escarpments, like behind me, over there. Depending on how much time, I might, go off the beaten track, which was no track, but see what else I can explore. Problem I have with trying to get to this cave is I want to leave my boat somewhere where it can float the whole time, but also I have to go through this to get to the actual mainland, well, the land. Like right now we're about 100 meters from the dry land. And if I go further up, it'll be more like 500 meters. Okay, this is the spot where I'm going to leave the boat. I wanted it kind of hidden so that, people don't see my stuff, although there's a crab pot right there. Oh well, pretty soon the tide will be that low that no one can get here anyway. The last time I did this, I think I went barefoot, and that was a mistake. So, it doesn't matter how long you do this sort of stuff, you're always learning. And, I mean, the average person would say, oh, you need shoes, but we all learn in different ways. So, it looks like a challenge to get through here. And hopefully I don't have to take these on and off too many times. I'll give you guys an idea of where we're going, and then the next thing you'll see is me actually in there. But it's going to be pretty wild. I've left the boat behind and the challenge begins. I'm about a metre above the water here. You got to pick which mangroves you can stand on, because a lot of them aren't really solid. Oh, making some progress. Oh, only another 100 metres of this to go. There's a fish down there somewhere, right up in the shallows. I'm trying to avoid the mud at the moment. They might be unavoidable. Here's our first bit of bush tucker. I call these mangrove snails. I've probably walked past 50 or 60 of them already. We're not going to collect them at the moment. Oh, the ground's actually quite sandy, so I can walk on it here. We made it through the mangroves. Oh. Now, I haven't taken any water. I haven't taken my phone. My phone ran out of battery yesterday when I was doing a bit of drone filming. I've literally got 2 cameras and my boat key and the clothes I'm wearing. So yeah, the reason I didn't take any water is because I'm pretty sure there's a creek. I'm gonna go thirsty for a bit. Anyway, let's go bush, young man or young lady. So what I'm doing is I'm trying to follow the same contour through the bush until I find this creek. If I go up or down, I might miss the creek, but if I stay on the contour, I should definitely find it. Now I found a creek, but I don't know, it seems a little small. So I'm going to keep pushing on, and if I don't find a bigger one, I'll come back to this one and go up. The Aboriginal caves, they would have been near a source of water. Okay, we found another creek. This one's definitely a lot bigger. It's not flowing very hard. It's only got a slight trickle in it, but it does look like it's a major creek. So I'm going to go up this one, and fingers crossed, hope that this is the right one. It's really nice and cool in here. I've worked up a bit of a sweat already, and there's no point having my phone in here. I've got no reception. It's a explore by feel. I've just spotted some rocks out to my left here. Don't know if it's going to be a good chance, but we'll have a look. We've got to have a look. We could be within like 5 or 6 meters or something and walk straight past it. I did that last time. I went right around, yeah, the wrong side of the rock. But I don't see a cave. I'm going to keep going. Oh, hello. There's some bush food. This is a hibiscus flower. Just trying to blow out any potential bugs, but yeah, you can eat these. Doesn't taste like a whole lot. But what's better is these leaves. They're actually really raspy, but I'm pretty sure most hibiscus you can cook the leaves and eat them as like a vegetable. Gone another kilometre, and I'm really happy. There's no snakes so far, but it is the middle of winter. Whoops. Oh, check out what's in front of me. I don't know if you can see that. There's a massive rock. Goes all the way up there, like across here. This one is definitely worth having a look at. It looked good, but I've been around both sides of this one, and I don't think this is it. Let's go back to follow the creek. Okay, another 300-400 meters on, and this looks promising. We've got actually a hole in there and an overhang. Oh, now I got closer. It doesn't look that great. I reckon someone or something would have sheltered in here from different times. I'm hoping to find a bigger one. But there you go. Oh, it smells like animal. That very pungent sort of fruit bat or fox sort of smell. But just to give you a look, a family of 4, if you sort of half slipped on top of each other, you could easily, like that. You know, that's 3.5 meters across. And it's got a few holes in the roof. And to be honest, I don't want to stay here too long in case this falls down. It's probably been here 100,000 years, but yeah, I don't want to be the last little straw. I'll keep pushing on. There is a chance that I may not find it, but I'm gonna spend a couple of hours doing this. Here's another massive big rock. And you know, the caves could be on any side of them, on any one of these rocks. Just found another bit of bush food. This is a cycad. Now before you get all excited and go, look at all those fruit in there, all these. They're extremely toxic unless you prepare them in a certain way. I've never done it. I don't even know how to do it. But apparently they're really high in carbohydrates. So yeah, if I ever get stuck out here, I'll be trying them, but after a lot of, processing. I think I may be lost. I've just ended up on top of probably one of the previous rocks that I looked at. At least this will give me some sort of perspective of where I am. Lots of bush. Yeah, it's probably not really helping much at all. There's another rock there. Before we leave, I found another bush food. This one's really delicious. There's not a lot on at the moment because it is the middle of winter. In a month or two, when it starts warming up, that's when we get most of the food. But yeah, check this out. This here, I don't want to break it. I just want to bend it down so I can get to it. Oh, come on, come on. There we go. This here is a grass tree, and yeah, it's got a little bit on there, not much. It's not quite honey. It's nectar. Oh, that's not bad actually. Not bad at all. This is what the tree looks like, grass tree. They have many uses. I won't go into all of them now. I've gone about 2 kilometers now. The creek has stopped flowing, it's flattening out. I don't think there's a cave here. A little bit disappointing, but yeah, it just gets thicker and thicker. And there's only a tiniest little trickle of water here. I'm gonna have to backtrack. Here we've got a paper bark tree. These trees are used in cooking, and you can use the leaves and the flowers as to make teas. That actually tastes a bit like potato with honey on it. Nice. And a slight eucalypty, like, how do you describe that? Yeah, hard to describe eucalypt flavour. So guys, if you like this exploring type, trying to find caves and things, write a comment, give me a thumbs up, because if most of you don't like it, I'll stop doing it, because it is really hard doing this. And as you can see, today might be uneventful. I haven't given up yet, but yeah, I've come to the half a dozen big rocks that I thought there could be a cave, and I'm disappointed. I mean, have a look, it looks good. Plenty of rock here, lots of rock, just nothing hollowed out underneath. I found another tree here. This here, it's very hard to see the leaves. That's the leaves there. Little purple berry. Pretty sure that's Dianella. Whoops, just dropped one. Let's try that. I have eaten similar ones before. Really quite sweet. Sort of a carroty taste, but yeah, definitely not carrots. It's much sweeter than carrots. And here's a different sort of hibiscus. It's got bigger leaves on it. Still feels spiky. Yeah, definitely need to cook that. I don't know how many times I've ended up like this today. Oh, that's tough going. Oh, slippery. Oh, almost again. I'm now going cross country to get back to the boat. Try and make it a bit quicker. There's some pandanus, very tropical looking. And a nice big rock on this side, but no big cave. So now I'm just randomly walking through the bush, going from big rock to big rock, trying to find something. Here's a ripe cycad. I found this one lying on the ground. Oh, and it smells pungently sweet. If I didn't know any better, I'd have a nibble on that, but I think a nibble on that will probably make you really ill, if not worse. Oh, here we go. There's a little overhang. Let's have a look inside here. It's not as big as what I want to find. Oh, but I see something interesting. Oh, let's have a look in here first. Oh, yeah, this is definitely a place where Aboriginals have hung out. I'll show you why in a second. Oh, just get my breath back. Totally sheltered in here. Look at this. This is cool. Echo, echo, echo. There's a bit of an echo, but let's have a look around. That is an oyster. See that? That's an oyster shell. That's a mangrove snail. Let's see what else is in here. Yep, another oyster. Another mangrove snail. What is this? Yeah, I think that's an oyster. At first it looked like a fish bone, but so yeah, they're scattered through here, and it's like flat, and it's actually not that hard. What is that? Don't know what that is. Let's have a look over this way, because we do have a bit more. That's oyster there, shell, oysters. Anything white here has been brought up from the ocean. Look at that, another oyster. That is cool. So I was hoping to find something where, you know, like 20 odd people could hang out in, but 2, 3, maybe 4 very small people could hang out in here. There you go, look at that. Totally sheltered from the weather, and yeah, reasonably soft on the ground. Maybe one day I'll spend a night in something like this. Is it long enough for me? Let's have a look. It is. I could actually like camp here. That would be interesting.
So many boulders here. I'm in another creek now, and get ready for this. We're gonna do a little cave walkthrough. Woo! Oh, there's enough room in here to hang out. Let's have a look. A little bit damp though. Yeah, check this out. Get off tree. Here's another area, but like I said, there's moisture coming through here. I don't know if this would have been much good. Another quick scratch around on the floor. I don't think this is a spot anyone would have hung out. Some of you aren't going to like this next bit, but I found poop. See that? To me, that is rock wallaby poop. Look at that. There's my finger. Now, just before I came on this walk, I talked to Noah, and we were saying, oh, you know, there's probably snakes. There might be some marsupials, and that looks like wallaby to me. So I haven't seen any snakes or wallabies. They're probably up high, actually sunning themselves in the heat. This rock is actually about 15 degrees Celsius. But there was a critter around here not long ago. Not far from that walkthrough we just did, there's a lily pilly or syzygium. Check this out. I'm pretty sure that little guy there is edible. Green ants everywhere. Very peppery and spicy. Doesn't taste bad. But yeah, it feels like it might irritate my throat a little bit, or mouth. It's a bit like dish soap. Really bitter dish soap right down the back of my mouth now, on the bitter taste buds, yeah. Probably won't eat that one again. Now I've spotted one lot of poop. There's another lot of poop. This to me is a different animal. See how these are really short? And yeah, really little pointy bit on that poop particle. To be honest, I'm feeling very faint. I've been going about an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours, I don't know. A little tiny bit longer. It's just the exploring thing in me. I'll just have to look around the corner. Here we've got a little bit bigger cave. Let's go and have a look in there. It's very dark. Lots of broken rock. Oh. Can't even see into that dark bit there. Smells very moist. I don't know how far back it goes. I don't have a torch. Ow! Green ant. Not very hospitable for sleeping. It's all big jagged rocks at weird angles. Once again, I cannot see how far back that goes. Oh, actually, that's a big cave. Oh, I'm gonna have to try and get in there. Look at that. That's huge. Wow. So let's see if there's any shell matter, shell grit, something that indicates people have used this one. Definitely not around this way. I'd say there's probably hollows under all those there. Going back, I've just found the entrance to the other cave because I knew there was light coming in. It's through this crack, and yeah, if I try and get in that crack, I'll probably get stuck. Here we've found a burdekin plum. This is what alerted me to it. Bright purpley red fruit. That one's been munched on. Let's have a look. That one, yeah, that doesn't look so great either. Oh, that one's fresh. Yeah, look at that. I think it's got to be after lunchtime now. I'm just trying to take a shortcut through the mangroves here. I am extremely buggered, like very buggered. Oh, I don't know if it's going to be longer or shorter. Check this out down here, right below my feet. Have a look. It's a massive mud crab. Both nippers, the shell, everything's there. I'm just a bit too late. That's a shame. That would have been a nice pickup. Of course, I couldn't keep my shoes clean. I'm up to my ankles in mud. Oh, and the last bit is the hardest. I call this mangrove yoga. Yeah. Shouldn't be too far from my boat. Oh, I'm almost out. There's my boat. Oh, I can see it. There it is, floating just how I planned it. Oh, ooh, hello, there's a fish. can't see him. Oh, I need a drink first up. Well, we're back in the boat. I'm gonna have a drink and then, yeah, fish this water hole and then head out on foot. Oh, I reckon that's about 4 hours, maybe. It could be longer. The sun looks like it's past lunchtime. Woo, some exciting stuff, some nice foods. I reckon I'll have to do that again. This section of water behind me, it's big enough to fish with the boat, but it's only, I don't know, 20 meters long, something like that. So we'll fish it first and then we'll hop out and have a bit of a wander. I haven't tried one of these before. It's a soft pop. It's a semi-hard biatomic, like a surface chugging popper with a little cup face, but it is soft. Look at that. Like if a fish, yeah, grabs that, you'll think, oh, that's pretty real. That's the idea anyway. Let's try it out. Now the walk this morning was pretty challenging, but fishing in here with 2 trebles is going to be quite challenging also. It's a challenging sort of day. I can't get that lure anywhere near the mangroves or in the mangroves. It's now 2 o'clock in the afternoon and that was my first cast. It's yeah. Oh, I was hoping there'd be something in there. There's a nice little hidey hole there. I'm just going to mix it up with the Power Minnow 120. That'll dive down a bit. It looks like it could be over 1 meter deep in there. So just cover all bases. Yep, got him. Oh, feels like a reasonable size too. Oh, I dropped it. I'm just going on the heaviness of it. I don't know what it was, but yeah, good cod or good mangrove jack even. Ah, oh, so that changing the lure definitely worked. Oh, that was looked like silvery mangrove jack barra. Definitely wasn't a cod. Try it again. I might have to change to a wheat. Oh, and again, right there. I reckon that lure might be a little big for him. I've changed to a slim twitcher. Let's see if that changes things up a bit. I did have a couple misses. And if you just change the lure a little bit, sometimes that helps. Okay, I'm going to take the 2 rods I've got rigged up with just the 2 lures on there. Hopefully that's enough. And go for a wander, see what we can find. Really hope the boat is here when we get back. Bye bye boat. So I'm going to try with, yeah, sticking this rod under this arm and fishing with whichever other rod I'm using. Let's have a go. It's a bit of a gutter in here. Not the biggest bit of water, but it's big enough to hold a decent fish. It's worth a shot. Oh, I can see mangrove jack sitting right there on the end of that snag. Let's see if they'll go for the popper. I've deliberately gone a lot further past them. Nope, they didn't want it. They didn't even come out for it. Try one more the other side. I think that could be right over a couple there. Nope, that's bizarre. They were just sitting there right, oh there they are, I can see them in the back there. I'm going to have to use the other lure. There they are, just swimming all through the water hole. Oh, I can see them right in the sun there. Come on, come on, come on, I've got to change. I think I've still got them, they're going that way. Ooh. Almost went too far. No, didn't want it. Let's try over here again. No, I can see them and they're just swimming away from the lure. There was some big fish in there, like, you know, 40, 45s. Yeah, there they are. I can see them swimming. And they're just freaked out fish. I've had to come to this bigger water because the small water, the fish are really spooky there. We'll head up that way because it's a little closer to the river's not quite as wide up there. I really have to watch out where I'm standing. All these little blue crabs here, they're soldier crabs. I don't want to stand on them and kill them. Hey, off you go, buddy. And they're all on this little tidal area here. It's about halfway across. that was a big fish. Just had one right at my feet then. Looked like a threadfin, to be honest. Don't know. Right here it was. That was cool. He was like 60 centimeters. Oh, got him. Oh yes. Oh, that's the very next cast. That could have been a threadfin. Very solid fish, that. Oh, why did I miss it? Hey? Oh, that's a queenfish. That's not the one I saw just a second ago. Alright, we might be on here. Let's hope so. Yeah, that one that just hit it was much bigger than the one that just swirled at my feet there. Yep. Oh, that was a hit. Oh, too slow. I don't know what that was, but I just scared something extremely large. I hope that wasn't a crocodile. It could have been. Holy cow, that's a lot of water movement. Wow, okay. There's definitely something big in here. Can you see this? That means the tide's ripping in. That's the water coming in, and it's filling up these stingray holes. So, yep. I'm going to have to head back to the boat shortly. The boat's a couple of corners around that way, and you can see the tide's really starting to push in here. See that current's, that's 5-6 kilometers an hour current. How's this? There's the boat, and it's actually starting to float higher because I've just come from that way and the water's pushing in from that side. And the water's also pushing in from that side. This here was actually dry before. That's very strange. I'm glad I turned around a little earlier than I would have normally. And now we're fishing from the boat in the same spot we left the boat to go hiking. Let's see what we can get. Did I say last ditch effort before? Well, I'm just changing to a 4-inch prawn, and this will be my last effort. It's getting really late now. Got him, yes! Oh, I got a fish! It only took all day long. Oh, what have we got? It is a little cod. Oh, man. All day. And that's what I got to show for it. A little orange spot cod, gold spot. Oh, there you go, hey. Off you go, little buddy. Hey, there you go. Ah, oh, man. I did go hiking a fair bit. Doing something other than fishing does tend to eat up your time. Anyway, let's go straight back in there again. There we go. Well guys, it was a pretty cool day. Couldn't catch a fish at the end except for yeah, Mr. Cod. Yeah, it's after 5. Yep, after 5, and yeah, it's going to be at least 3 hours before I get home. So hopefully you enjoyed it. Let me know about the trying to find caves. Can be a struggle. I would like to find one, but let me know. Anyway, I'll catch you next time. If you're still here, I've picked out a special video just for you. Check it out.